Hey gang, Admiral Neelix here. I just want to touch on a couple of things real quick before I call it the day. I am using some crew to get some XP for my Stella while it's farming. So let's go on to the Shakedown Crew that was offered in the store a while back, and this is going to be the crew that would go with Pike. Okay, so let's go ahead and group these together so they'll all be together. And they're in the center, right under the word group, as a matter of fact. We got Hadley. Then we have Darwin, Leslie, Handorf, Moreau, and Pike. These are the shakedown crews. These are the guys that offer extra XP for certain ships that you would put them on as bridge officers. And of course, they do have a captain ability as well. But I gotta be honest, the captain abilities would be a bit, they would be a bit better for lower levels, um, just to help boost weaponry, some dodge and defense and stuff like that. So without further ado, let's go ahead and start with. We're gonna start with Pike. We'll work our way that way. All right. So Pike, of course, is the lead of the duo, the Pike Moreau, and then you add Chan or Talon with them normally depending on what you're fighting. Chen would be for regular reds, and Tilon would be for specialty reds. And what I call specialty reds are going to be your Borg, your Swarm, your Worms, Eclipse, which is kind of maybe a debate as far as Eclipse, because some people say they have better luck with Chan on those. I've had better luck with Talon on those. And what I mean by better luck is that my ship lasts longer through them, so that when I'm farming for the data codes that the Eclipse give, or maybe the nanoprobes that the board gives, and the FMs, the frequency modules that you get with Swarm, pardon me, the longer you last, the more of those you get. And that's the way I'm counting it. Now, if you're one of those that likes to count damage and go by the numbers, with all that, then maybe Chen is the best way. But I want to last longer and I want to get more of the drops, and so that's why I use Talon in those particular ones. Anywho, Pike. Teaching moments. Okay, this whole shakedown crew is basically a trainer, as I mentioned before. So let's look at the captain stuff, and then we'll look at the officer stuff. Teaching moments. Captain's maneuvers. Teaching moments. Christopher Pike increases the effectiveness of all the officer abilities on the bridge by 100%. You know, these are pretty self-explanatory. For you new guys, basically what it's going to do is double everything that the officers can do that are on the bridge. So if you have somebody that's high on battle abilities or so, then whatever number percentage it gives by those, this is going to give 100 to it. So again, these are real good at lower levels, but this Pike and Moreau with Chan or Talon, that'll last you. That'll last you for a while. I mean, her ability stops at level 50. I mean, it says that on her thing. If you don't believe me, I'll show you later. All right, so let's take a look. The next one in is Moreau. Moreau, she's got a captain ability of keep going. After winning a battle, Moreau heals the shield by 40%. So you're in battle, and if you win, whatever the shield went down, she'll give it 40% as it's regenerating. If you played the game for a little while, we know that the shields will regenerate. It'd be nice if they made one where the hull regenerated a little bit, but that would kind of defeat the purpose of losing, right? So the shield will regen, and of course, if you do all your researches for shield regeneration, and I believe it is in the Galaxy trade, then it regenerates faster, even with her help. No Fear is her officer ability. No Fear, Moreau decreases the armor, piercing, shield piercing, and accuracy of hostiles by 40%. So she takes away some ability of whatever red you are fighting, basically. In this case, it looks like the piercing and accuracy of its weaponry. So she helps out, maybe with a little get out of the way, you know. So her and Pike are two of the three of the trio. And she should probably always be by Pike's side whenever you have Pike on there, on the bridge, because she really helps him help the others, basically. Let's go on to the next. Alright, so here we have Hendorf. I think in the movie, Hendorf was supposed to be the guy that Pike, not Pike, Kurt called Cupcake. I don't know. I'm probably wrong on that. If I am, just correct me in comments. That's fine. Let me see. We have excellent security as his captain maneuver. As long as hull health is below 60% of the value of the starting combat, Hendorf increases dodge, armor, and shield deflection by 20%. So there he goes. He's going to help you get out of the way. He's going to help you take a hit and get out of the way. Again, I think these were created more for the lower levels, because I mainly just use them for the training ability, which is their officer abilities. Explorer Trainer. Hendorf increases the ship experience gained on explorers by 30%. So there you go. He's an Explorer Trainer. If you're doing what I'm doing with the Stella right now, you would use a guy coming up, which would be this guy. This is Leslie. Okay, Leslie does a couple of things. Besides the two that we're about to read now. Captain Maneuver, minor damage control. As long as the ship's hull health is under 35% of its value at the beginning of combat, Leslie restores it by 5% at the end of each round. Okay, supposedly this right here, there's another, I believe it's a Romulan, and he has one called Relentless Romulan or something like that, which basically does the same thing, meaning that the ship is going to survive for a while, a little longer while the hull is completely gone, which is a good thing. I mean, because it might help you live a little longer when your hull is depleted, which is what the other fella does within the Romulan. Decent, but I wouldn't want to have him as captain the whole time. I have stronger captains for that. Let's go to Battle Trainer Maneuver. Here we are, Battleship Trainer. Frank Leslie increases the ship experience gained by battleships by 30%. Okay, so, and this is why I'm using him with Pike and Maru on the Stella right now, which is getting bombarded in Augment Land, because I need to raise the level. I've got it maxed in tier, but I need to raise the levels, and then of course I'm finishing the research for it. That way he's gonna be pretty good, the Stella. All right, let's see here. Darwin, Mae Darwin, her captain ability, defending power. When the ship is attacked by a player, Darwin increases the weapon damage by 10%. So she's going to give you a little power as far as your weapons. 10%, that's not too bad for beginner levels. If you have this one all pumped up and everything. Interceptor Trainer. See, this one here is different. She gets 40%. Darwin increases the ship experience gained on interceptors by 40%. Not bad. You get one of your early interceptors on there, and you're trying to fight some reds or what have you to gain some some points, some drops, for some ship parts and stuff like that. Should get you there a little better, not bad for lower level. And then of course we have Geoffrey Hadley. Geoffrey, his captain maneuver, and I use him quite often, as a matter of fact, as a captain on one of my minor ships when I need it to go really, really fast. Hadley increases the warp speed of the ship by 15%, and that does come in handy sometimes if I have to get to a node real quick to hold it while the ship that's supposed to be mining that material gets there. I will use him every now and then. But see, Stamets, Helvenia, and Doroti, they do a wonderful job of getting me there pretty fast also. So let's take a look at his trainer. He's a surveyed trainer. Hadley increases the ship experience gained on surveyed ships by 40%. So, okay, I have a maxed Horizon. I have an unmaxed Valkus, the Romulan Valkus, and Cavort, and the Antares. So, when it comes time to leveling them up, I will use him. I'll send him over and again park him in augment space and just let it get pummeled. Really, that way it gains all that XP. This is a guy to do it. All right. So along with that, just to touch on maybe some events. Of course. Okay. So we have the Apex events going on, and along with the Apex events, I went ahead and just did my recruits, and so therefore I gained a few trophies, a couple of goodies. I got the Zeta tokens. But what are we spending this stuff on? Alright, here's what I propose. Through some of the stuff that, people don't know what to get, let's take a look. Take a peek real quick. We're going to come here to Event Store. I think it would be faster for me to just kind of tell you what I won't get right away and just get that out of the way. Ultra, the Outlaw Ultra Chest. I don't like the fact that all of these are a chance to get these things. There's no guarantee thing, anything like that. And plus, I can recruit every one of these characters within my faction and recruit center. I don't need that one. I'll get more just doing it that way. I don't need that one. Augment Assault Chest. Again, these 3 ships here, you can get them if you put away, if you get a blueprint for them once a day for 80 days, unless they come in the event store and you have enough tokens, what we call tokens for them, then you can get it faster that way. And why I have a hijacked ship is because sometimes an event will call for having a hijacked ship. They are non-scrappable, so don't think that you're going to get the Mayflower and then have the ability to scrap it. None of these ships are scrappable. Out of the 3, and by the way, strength-wise, they are comparable to their counterparts. The Federation version of the Mayflower, it's going to be just as strong as this one, and vice versa. Same goes for the D3. Same goes for the Legionary. And Romulans, they're going to be the same strength. It's just that for point value, they gave it a hijack thing, which is a very good ship to have if you're not really locking factions right away. Because, okay, for instance, the hijack D3 is the one that I chose because it's fast, it's powerful. They don't take as long to level up. They don't take as long to tier. And they're just as strong as their counterparts, so you'll have that power for those particular levels. It's a great 3-star ship for those levels. And I'm of course talking about like 25 to possibly 30, just to get you through till you get your Sally or Intrepid or Baby Centurion, or Brel. I mean, they're good, decent little ship. And then, of course, you get one chance. But don't spend your Apex trophies on these either. I went a little long with that, and maybe I shouldn't have. I don't want to confuse anybody. The ships are good, but that particular package is not worth getting. Crystal and Tritanium, guaranteed. Okay, so you're going to get some stuff. That seem to have decided to give more this time than they normally give. So the counterparts for gas and the lithium and ore and par steel probably going to be comparable to those. Really only get those if you absolutely need them. I don't recommend getting them. Heist loot badges, not really. I wouldn't get those either. Heist loot credits, I'm not into those myself. Zeta credits into things. See, all of this stuff here, you can get on your own. All of this stuff here, you can get just by doing your dailies. Really, I mean, most of this stuff. And if you have a Vidar, you'll be able to get some of this stuff. I mean, that's easy stuff. These are the ones here, right in the middle of the screen. Apex Research Medals. These you only get every now and then, and you do need them for some research. All right, you'll need to get if you want to get a whole bunch of them, which I recommend. Try to shoot for 60 of these guys here. Rogue event trophy. Collect to help your alliance progress in Apex Outlaw and unlock massive prizes. I don't know if this is a massive prize, but I mean, it's the best way to get these guys for free, or at least a whole bunch of them at once. So let's take a look at what they do. We are going to go to the research. Come on over here, get here, research, and we are going to go to Outlaw. Okay, right off the bat, the very first one, Apex Getaway Pilots. If you want your ships to be a little faster, go ahead and get them for this right here. Here they are. This is the need for them. I need 1,050. I only have 365. And the only way I've been getting them was through the Apex events. So that's just one example. There's a couple more over here. And of course, you can take a look through your own research tree and find them. But that's the little symbol that you look for right there to get them. Alrighty. Well, that's all I wanted to touch on today. If you like this video, please share. Comment below asking some questions or maybe correcting something that I said. I don't mind being corrected because it happens often. So, yeah. Please like, subscribe if you did, and share. Copy the link, share with your friends, anybody that might be new to the game. That's mostly who these videos are for. To try to help you out. Maybe understand the game, maybe get the most out of what you got. And, well, good luck. And until then, have fun and take care.